doing simply amazing. We are going to be talking a little bit about the entrepreneurial mindset versus the employee mindset and how your paycheck breaks down. So thanks so much for jumping on. It looks like we got people joining us from all over the place. I'm out of Houston, Texas. Love to hear where you're coming on from. So let's get into things, okay? So I was first introduced to this concept, this philosophy, goodness, probably 15 years ago. It's been forever, through a book by a gentleman named Robert Kiyosaki. Maybe you know him, maybe you don't, but he was most famous for a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He's wrote so many other different things, cash flow quadrant. He's a big advocate of the network marketing profession. And so here's a couple of concepts that he shares in those books, and I'm going to share them with you guys tonight. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and let's get started. I don't know where you're at tonight. Maybe you currently work for someone and you're just getting used to this whole idea, this whole concept on network marketing. You're just learning kind of all about it. And you're wondering, how do you make the shift, right? How do you go kind of to the next level? Well, I just want to share with you a couple of insights that I have seen as far as how your money is going to break down. And I think that's going to really help you in your decision-making process. So let's talk about it. So we have entrepreneurs, right? And then we also have employees, okay? So I am going to hopefully shift this camera so you're getting everything. And so let's start with employees, okay? Let's say you are an employee and you have arrived, okay? You make six figures, you have this really, incredible job that you're making all this great money at, and you are just like, man, I've done it. It's absolutely amazing. How does your paycheck break down? Let's just talk about it, all right? Let's get real here. So let's say you make 100 grand. Now, what's the first thing that comes out? And you all know it, right? We got two things that are constant in life, death and what? Taxes, right? So the next thing that's going to come out is taxes. And I just looked this up just real quickly. Average tax bracket of what somebody's going to pay if they make six figures is about 28%. So right off your 100 grand, your gorgeous round numbers that you had, your gorgeous six figures, boom, $28,000 a year chopped off the top. Okay, so then we're really working with like 72,000, okay? Now we got this 72,000, and then what's next? Okay, well, we have the house payment, we have the car payment, we have our utilities, we have our food for the house. We have all of these basic essentials, basic expenses, right, that now start coming off. So we have expense, and then what's left over? Well, whatever's left over, that's kind of what you get to live on. That's what you get to hopefully try and save something with, right? That is how people that, are employees that work for somebody else, that's how their money gets broken down, okay? Now, let's talk about something else, okay, because I know you're going to love it. So let's talk about what happens for us entrepreneurs, okay? Who's an entrepreneur? You're a business owner, you're a network marketer, and you're treating your business like it's a business, not a hobby, right? Let's talk about that, okay? We make 100 grand. Oh my gosh. This is what we do. We're doing it in our business. It's so absolutely amazing. We've arrived, right? Same thing. Now what happens? Here's what happens, and it's, quite frankly, it's the hottest thing I've ever seen, okay? We have our 100 grand. Now we're going to write off all these beautiful things as expenses. Write-offs they're just awesome, okay? So we're writing off our travel, right? We're writing off our phone. We're writing off a portion of our home. We're writing off our gas. We're writing off our internet. We're writing off all these things. You get to travel. You're doing some business. You're talking to a prospect while you're there. You get to write it off, okay? So we write off all of our expenses. Then we pay taxes. Now, who knows how taxes work? The higher your income, typically, the higher your tax bracket, right? So if you have less income that we're reporting, what happens to our tax bracket? It goes down, right? So now our taxes are on a much smaller amount. We go ahead and pay whatever that is, and it's going to be a heck of a lot less than this 28% that we had over here, $28,000, right? Because we're getting taxed on less, and the percentage is less as well. And then we get to invest, and we get to save the difference. So you can see very clearly, how things can be so different for somebody who is an entrepreneur versus an employee. I mean, just the way your money is going to be spent is going to be different. Why? Because there's different rules for business owners than there are for employees. Now, if you are currently an employee right now, and you're like, well, Summer, what am I supposed to do if I have to support my family? How do I get over there into the entrepreneurial category when I'm currently an employee? I have great news for you. You know, we have this fantastic industry. It's called network marketing, and that helps you shift gears from being an employee into being an entrepreneur. Why? Because yes, you may still collect a paycheck, right? You may still have some stability in your income while you're building up something that's actually an asset for you and your family, but you also get to write off all your taxes. You also get to have the benefits of being a business owner. Now, mind you, I'm not a CPA of any kind. So if you want, definitely talk to a tax person about this, but it has to be a bona fide business, okay? We can't just sign up for something and say, okay, I want to start writing stuff off. No, you actually have to treat it like a business, not like a hobby. But it allows you to shift from, the employee tax system, right, into something that is really going to benefit you and your family long term. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, for more info on this particular subject, check out Robert Kiyosaki. His book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Cash Flow Quadrant. He has probably a dozen books. I mean, he's been a best-selling author in business for quite a few years, probably at least a decade. But check him out. It's very simple, the way that he explains it, and I know you will definitely enjoy it. One other thing is, I know something that people do have a tendency to struggle with is like, okay, I have a business, I have a product, now I want to market. What do I do? Thank you. You're so sweet. I appreciate the wonderful comments. What do I do? How do I market on social media? How do I do this whole thing? I know it's something that a lot of network marketers have struggled with and something that a lot of business owners have struggled with. So I have a free gift for you. It's actually on my website, which is in the link that's attached to this video. And it's my top social media marketing techniques that will help get you hot prospects using basically things you already have at your fingertips. You already have social media as a resource to you, and it's free. I mean, learning how to market on social media is free. And so this is something I hope you enjoy. Just go to the website, and it's my free gift to you. It's a download. So enjoy it. And one other thing is, if we haven't met personally, I would love to connect on up with you. You can send me a private message on Facebook or send me an email through the website. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, thank you so much for the comments. Thank you, Donnell. I really appreciate it. Definitely feel free to share. Feel free to share the replay. If you have people that are, I don't know, struggling with the whole concept of being a business owner, or maybe they're looking at your business opportunity, or, interested in the whole network marketing concept, then definitely, feel free to share this with them, and hopefully it will help them shift their thinking into something that's truly going to benefit them and their family. So that's all for tonight. I know it was a late night one, but take care, be blessed, and I'll see you all next time.